Hi, this is a message for Capricorn, and you can check in your birth chart to see what placements you have in Capricorn or what house it's in to see how it's affecting you. Your reading, I've already got 3 cards from the Alchemical Visions Tarot out to see the overall energy of your reading, and it's already pretty intense. So, the card for the underlying energy is the Nine of Swords. And this is interesting because this basically says do not fear the bloodletting. It's talking about bloodletting in this card. And I know that, this card is typically associated with sleepless nights, anxiety, okay? But bloodletting. And bloodletting is where they would, put leeches on your body and suck the blood out of you because they thought they were getting rid of poisons and toxins to yourself. And so basically what is this card is talking about is it's saying that there's going to be things that come up within you that need to be faced. And that is what you are letting go. That's like the bloodletting, the poison that you need to look at so that you can heal it and let it go. And this first card out is the Moon. This talks about your fears, okay? Being in the dark. And it basically says, don't be afraid of the monsters that come up. And on this card, I got the 8 of Coins. It is missing the male. It says the male pentagram in these coins because you have to, it's like what's happening is there's a male or masculine energy person, okay, in your life that you need to be away from right now. So something could have happened or they could just be somewhere. There's something about them being gone so that you can face these monsters within yourself that come up, because you have to have a bloodletting of these energies or the shadow part of yourself, okay? So it's pretty intense. I'm going to see what else comes up. If you want a personal reading, my website or my emails down below. Also, if you want to watch daily collective readings, I do them on TikTok, and that's down below, as well as I have another YouTube channel where I talk about reality, consciousness, and stuff like that, and that is also linked down below. Okay, so you're not going to believe the first card that came out. It's Blood Month, okay? This is about sacrifice, offerings, and decisions. This is basically saying you're going to have to make some type of sacrifice because the harvest is coming in. So yes, you're having a harvest, but you are making a sacrifice first. Okay, so I got the Moon again. Moon is mother energy. So there could be something connected to a mother, if you're a mother, or like the feminine reproductive system. Yeah. This is crazy. Like, I can't believe these cards that are coming out. I'm gonna just read you this one. I haven't even read the whole thing. You've got Ancient. Some of you could be connected to Egypt in some way. The Egyptians. This is what it says, though. The ancient priestess sits amidst the bones of the past. She is the keeper of secrets of the ancestors, and she raises the ancient vessel from which she will drink blood and consume again the knowledge of the past. For this you do too. You turn to the blood knowledge you have within you over and over to guide you, heal you, give you strength in times of sorrow. Even we, who are so often uncertain of how it is we can walk around the world, wonder, as we study more and more of human history, how we began. So it is for you, too, at this time. How did I begin, you wonder? Where are my forebears? What part of does my history play in my present moment? What part of does the history of the ancestors play in the present? Oh. And how will my past shape my future? This card often shows up for humans who are adjusting to new information about members of their family. Their heritage, the knowledge of what others have done, said, thought, felt, died of, been born into, is informing the present. You may be learning secrets about your family and have been kept for many years, and you will have with you a sense of the immortality of family lineage, that you are part of the history of the planet. Just as the plants and trees are, your family is the history of the plant, and it's time to acknowledge this and understand who you are deep down in the blood, and to find out which of this blood is wise and which of this blood's influence can be overcome. This is interesting because I feel like with all these cards about sacrificing and blood offering or bloodletting, that you're finding out something, could be in your family, patterns of the family in your past, also could be connected to Egypt, but there's something about it that requires a bloodletting, like you have to release that pattern. Okay, and then the last card is within nothing there is everything. This is saying that something you want is coming out of nowhere suddenly. So I feel like after this bloodletting, the harvest comes in. Okay, so the first cards I got for you in the self position, I got the Orphan and the Forest. So this is like basically you having to battle through this forest. The forest is both exciting and scary because you don't know what's out there in the dark, right? But also, it does bring you to your vision. You're coming up as a Knight of Swords, which is like there's a cause worth fighting for. What I'm getting is that you're alone. You might be alone right now. And like I said, I was getting away from this masculine energy. There's something about feeling rejected or abandoned or alone. It might be that there was like a feminine figure in your life that was always gone, or fighting for some cause, but maybe not for you. I've got air, and then I've got the Queen of Pentacles crossing it. This is like a businesswoman. So that's why I'm saying it's like maybe your mom worked all the time or was always out doing things for this or that or the other, but you felt left out. I'm getting a sense that in the subconscious, I've got the Queen of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. This is like having to do everything on your own, going alone, solo, feeling like you're not noticed. But I have the Bridge and Kairos. I feel like there's some type of connection here with you feeling like you have to figure it out all on your own. I'm going to see what other cards I get because I'm trying to understand what direction this is going. Now, in the past, there's a mirror here, but I'm still not getting 100% what this connection is yet. I've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse. So this is, again, isolation, being alone, lacking direction in the past. Okay, so what I'm getting is that you did not have, like, love reflected back to you or caring or, like, it was like you were looking in a mirror and you were invisible. Because I'm getting here that you're going on this journey, or you're away from this masculine energy, right? And you get this sense that there was actually a fear of intimacy, emotional distance, and insensitivity in your home life growing up. So you might choose to be distant yourself. You get yourself in situations where the masculine energy is distant from you. It could even be they escaped, like with drugs or alcohol. But there's this like distance. There's not this connection. And so basically what I'm seeing is that while you're away from this person, this masculine energy, you're realizing all this. Sorry, my throat. You're realizing all this. And so now you're going on a journey basically in search of that connection within yourself, like to be able to connect emotionally and intimately, right? So that when you're not like physically apart, you don't freak out inside. Because this is being fully engaged with the Four of Cups reverse. And you also got the Pilgrim here too. So like I said, this is like a journey. You might actually be like far away from them so that you can actually face this and learn to be fully engaged. Let me see what's coming up in the immediate future. Okay, so in your future, what I'm seeing is that there's this distance, right? And what do? You're very volatile, emotionally moody, unstable. You're not stable emotionally. You got the Venom and the King of Cups in reverse. Now you've got more cards here too, so I'm going to look at those because I see that what happens is you get into this emotional, moody, unstable depression or something like that. And then what you do is you grab onto something by a thread right before, it gets crazy out of hand or something. It's at the last minute. Okay. So what I'm getting, I got the Devil in reverse. This is your card, but this is actually indicating when you grab onto this thread that you're releasing. God, man, sorry. You're releasing, you're watching your emotions, but you're not letting them be you. You're being the observer of what's going on within you. And so it's like you release the hold that the devil has on you. Now, for some of you, I know that this is actually going to help explain someone's volatile behavior. That could be a child of yours, could be Sagittarius, Leo, Capricorn, water. But anyway, Sagittarius popped out. They could have been very volatile emotionally when they were a child. Because they never had that intimacy. I'm getting children energy here. I've also got, because I've got a Sagittarius in reverse. This is imbalance, emotional volatility, the eternal child. And now when you don't get what you need as a child too, your emotions kind of get stuck there. Now with this, and with the sun here, this is like light shining upon this part of yourself. Like realizing that basically you didn't have intimacy as a child. And this is basically saying that you're going to learn that now. But part of that is that you need to understand why you're like that. And you're going to understand that by being separated from this masculine energy in your life. The sun also reminds you that even the happiest times in relationships and circumstances can have a shadow sometimes, but then the shadow goes away. So what I'm getting is that you may tend to hold back how you're feeling. And like, unless you're having these like explosive emotional moments, you need to tell the truth with confidence, like knowing that the response that you get from telling the truth might hurt. This is going to be the key to you finding the infinite universe, basically, is what it is all leading to. But it's like you need to tell the truth with confidence. Maybe to someone of authority or an Aries. I see double Aries here. Okay, for some of you right away, I'm getting that there was something that happened to you as a kid that you never told anyone about. And this is saying that you need to tell somebody. You need to tell, like I said, there's this either a father figure, an authority figure, or an Aries. And for others of you, this could be just expressing how you felt as a kid to those same type of people. And what I'm getting is that when you tell them, at first there's gonna be apathy. They're gonna act like no big deal. Yeah, right. They don't care. And it's almost like it needs to stew within them or something like that. Because what I'm seeing after that, it might just be too, for some of you, that you didn't provide me with this and I really needed this or wanted this. It could be something like that. Because what I'm getting here is that after that, there's like this triumph or success or movement forward. There's a change in how you relate to each other. Like this could be like, say a parent was cold. This could be you confronting them about it, or the lack of intimacy or something like that. But what I'm seeing is that by doing this, the relationships that you have or you keep, even if it's with the person you're confronting, it's like you're going to actually start to be nurtured in your relationships. Because what I feel like is that you allow yourself to just be drained. Yeah, you just allow yourself to be drained. And so this is going to change the direction of how you're living your life. And what do you know? You're afraid of conflict. I could have guessed that. But anyway, yeah, you're afraid of conflict. And by not saying anything, you are wearing a mask. And if you continue to wear the mask, your relationships will fall apart. Because you can see this man has a hole in his heart. And she has the patch in her hand. Because they can't be intimate with each other so long as you are wearing a mask and he doesn't understand you. So in the outcome, you could be dealing with a Cancer or an air sign. But this is basically saying, I'm picking what I want for my future, my destiny. I don't want to repeat the patterns in my past family growing up, okay? And now I'm moving forward in this new direction with my relationships that I have. So let me get some advice cards for you real quick, and that will be your reading. The thing that just came to my mind Because for some of you, it's not going to be like, oh, you did this to me, or you know what I mean. This is about voicing what you want and need from another. Like what you want. They don't have to comply, right? You don't have control over what they do. But this is saying what you really want. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so what I got was, first I got cycles. So this is basically just saying that remember that everything has like ups and downs, and it's not the end of the world. Because like I said, I felt like you had this like emotional volatility to you. Listen to your intuition. Okay. This is really big because I feel like you're going to get insight on your partnership, or if you're involved in partnerships, or like your partnerships that you've had. Okay, you're going to realize something that you've been doing. And how it's important to you, actually. You're going to get some type of insight when you do this, and it's going to actually inspire the other person or the other people you're dealing with in a relationship to basically build healthier relationships. And this base card says basically don't be rigid. I'm not sure why that one popped out. Maybe I'll get one more just because I'm like, why did that one pop out? It just doesn't seem to fit too much, I guess. I got like 4. Holy crap. Oh my dear. Okay. This is a good message too. So what I'm getting here, you're going to transform your relationships because you're going to look at your beliefs around your wounds and you're going to pitch your idea. You want things to be a certain way, whatever it is. You want something and you're going to freaking ask for it, is what I'm seeing. So that is what I have for you. If you have any comments, put them down below. Subscribe if you want to see more. And if you like the channel, that'd be, or the video, that's awesome. I appreciate that because then it gets to more people. So thank you. Have a good day.